Laddering hands is an easy and seamless way of leading into or out of different elements that you'll be using within your improvisations. Start with your hands palm backwards and use your wrist as the main motivator to pull the arms up and down through a series of levels. My palms are not the main protagonist, the wrist is, so when the wrist pulls in, the palms are hanging away. When the wrists pull out, the palms are coming in towards me, although they always face out. This produces a lovely swaying motion on the arms and the hands. You can lead this purely as an element to emphasize a movement, as an element in its own right, or as you see here, to initiate turns in a fluid way. I always lead the turns with the ladder at its highest point and then transitioning out. Hands down by your hips, elbows turned out, chest raised. The laddering hands can go all the way from first position, down by your hips, and ladder out and up to third. They can come back down again and you can even bring them back to your hips when you finish, if you want to do a movement that starts with your hands down at your hips. When my right hip's to the side, my right hand is to the side. When my left hip is taking over, then my left hand is obviously moving. The laddered hands can be used to move around in a circle with your partners. It can be layered with vine footwork, which we're going to be doing later on. And if I wanted to instigate a couples movement and Shanti was behind me, laddering the hands up and then turning with a moving taxi and laddered hands means that she'll turn as well. I'll only do a half turn and she'll complete the full turn and come back to face me. I could be doing a whole turn, but to start off facing each other, she won't know that I'm going to only do a half. She'll just come back to face, and there we are, nicely positioned to do something where we're actually facing each other. So let's just have a look at what that looks like. So with Shanti over my right shoulder, I can start the tack seam and then ladder the hands up. The position of my body cues to her that I'm turning. I stand on the spot and wait for her to come back to face me. If you have a look at our arms and the position our arms were in, as we were doing that laddering hands, we've both held our shoulders slightly back on the audience side. Here, The right arm was slightly further back, so that I maintain an upward posture with my chest. When I turn, I need to open up the left side, so that again, I've got that open stance. And automatically, Shanti did that as well. So whenever you have your arm nearest to the audience, the elbow needs to be further back, so you don't cut off the audience's view and obviously spoil what you're trying to present to them.